Welcome in to the Bro Force Squad podcast, where we're just a bunch of bros drinking beer and watching movies. And this is our movie commentary of the VelociPastor. Hard to even get that out of my mouth.
I think we should just stop right there.
It can only go downhill from here. I'm the mayor, Jeff Hornacek. The voice you just heard is our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli. Cycli, before we get started, you found this on Amazon Prime like last week. I think it's getting like a cult following because another podcast I listened to is doing a review of it. Why are we doing a movie commentary on this again?
I don't know what this says about who I am as a person, but Amazon recommended it as a movie they think I'd like. So
they know us better than
I don't know what their profile, their metrics say about who I am, but it's I don't know if it's an insult or flattering, but I saw this and I looked at the plot and I immediately texted you because, as you guys know, we love really, really stupid movies sometimes. So
this would be by far the dumbest movie we've done a commentary on. Like, this will dwarf Chopping Mall, I think.
See, and you and I will talk about it. There's a difference between just a bad movie that doesn't realize it's bad, which is kind of my favorite, versus a bad movie that was made on purpose to be bad, right? Like, they're just like, let's just go for that.
I'm worried this is the latter. But we'll
yeah. The Thanksgiving. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yes.
That walks that line.
All right, guys, we have our movie paused. On mine, it's the 20-second mark. I'm watching it not on Prime. That's what I'll leave it at. But get your movie to where it says Rated X by an all-Christian jury up on the screen. And if you want to pause the commentary right now to get there, we are going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Jeff, you're not watching it on Amazon because you own the movie, right?
Right. The tangible copy of this.
Yeah, actually, I really am curious if that even exists.
The priest, every time I was watching the trailer, he looks like a bagged cereal version of Michael C. Hall from Dexter.
He absolutely does. I had to wonder, are you truly an aspiring actor to do a movie like this? Or are you just like, this would be hilarious, I don't care about my career?
That's a good question. Knowing that this one is... What do you think he got paid for this, even?
Well, see, I like to believe that this is a movie shot with friends, and they just said, fuck it, let's all go in together on this.
This scene right here, I pre-watched it a little bit, so this is great. He establishes Mom and Dad.
Oh, my God. Is that old Patton Oswalt?
Patton Oswalt aged? Does yours say VFX car on fire or actually on fire?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I didn't know
unfortunately.
I didn't know if I had a version where they took out the... See, so this is where I kind of walk this fine line. So they're clearly in on the joke. Turn your volume down.
Well, I'm experiencing this for the first time. I feel like.
I wonder what church let them film.
They had to lie.
They die.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes in, and I don't even. That's bad.
They stole that line from Old School, though. It's like, damn it, Blue was old. That's what old people do. They die.
I know. So his parents couldn't they have just killed him in any other way?
Well, clearly they were going to go back and do the VFX, so you want to put a pin in that, right?
What if, when they sent it over to editing, they were supposed to add it and they never did, and it just got lost in the bureaucracy?
A lot of people had their hands on this thing in post-production.
Getting him drunk off communion wine.
I was going to say, is Father Taylor seducing him? This could easily veer into a softcore porno.
Oh my God, this is so bad. I can't blame Banner for backing out of this one.
This is one of those things, if you're at home, I hope you're hammered drunk watching this with us, but I'm going to keep checking the timestamp. So we're about 3 minutes in, so we have about 57 minutes left to get through.
57 long minutes. Look at this directing style.
I think once the ninjas get involved, this thing will really start to find its footing. He does look a lot like Michael C. Hall, though, right?
He does, yeah. Like the B-rate version, for sure.
If you're a band, mine says Extinction Love by Free Parking is being played. What's the conversation to get your music put into this?
Are
Like,
you
do
just
you
pumped
fight
that
the
someone's
studio?
trying to buy your rights?
I don't know, man. Like, you and I have done some rap songs, like garage quality, and I would definitely fight being put on here.
You know how this movie got made, right? Like, they were just friends talking and hanging out, and someone said like VelociPastor as a joke, or like something about a dinosaur being a priest, and then they're like, "Oh, dude, that gave me the best idea." That's literally the only way. This wasn't someone's project dream for a decade.
But if I can, like, so the first Sharknado, I think the reason it's so funny is because they weren't in on the joke.
Yeah, that was
Right?
just sci-fi going sci-fi.
Right. So what they should have done is, even if they are in on the joke, make it like they're not, because then it's way more hilarious. Like, clearly the opening 30 seconds, it's a parody of any type of film.
Yeah. That's my question: is what is this film trying to like be? Like, are they just out to make a really stupid movie, or are they trying to make fun of a specific genre?
So is he driving to, this is kind of like a Doctor Strange type hero's journey. He needs to go where God can't find him.
Which
What's
is
that,
China?
like? Or like Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Yeah. That there definitely is no God in Tahlequah.
Must be an Indian casino, because God has no place there. Annie's, and no one wins out on the slots.
See, so the movie, it came up with the porno, but I don't think it exists. Is a play off Armageddon called Armageddon It On, right? Like, why hasn't that movie been made? If VelociPastor gets made, but not Armageddon It On, I don't know.
Was it? I think it was it Shopping Mall or something else we watched, where when we looked up the director's credits, they all were softcore porns.
Yes, yeah.
We were
I mean,
we were joking, like the natural segue, but like, I wonder, do directors like a VelociPastor, does he turn his nose up to softcore porn directors?
and like
does he
judge
think,
them.
does he think they're beneath him? What I'm doing is much above that.
So he is in China.
I think this was made on Final Cut Pro. Like, I could edit this.
I think this is Turkey Mountain.
No, it just said China, Cycly. What part of that?
Well,
don't
of
you
course. How
get? China,
just-
where I am at now in the movie.
you and I have talked about this before. Like, there's no reason you and I can't make a movie like this.
Well, and you can also tell that they're in China because they're dressed like, what is this, the 1490s?
Look at that budget. Yeah.
Did you see when he shot that arrow? It was like angled down. It wasn't even, the rope wasn't even pulled all the way. China is east.
What is happening? Like, I really do want to, like, so Chopping Ball was essentially
Are
like
you hurt?
porn.
Arrow through her chest. I can walk it off.
What if she was like, "No, I'm fine."
So is she speaking actual Chinese? Because that's kind of cool.
What would be saddest part is if she's speaking gibberish.
What do you think they poured on her here? Like big red soda?
I was thinking red wine because you had to be drunk when you wrote this, so they actually had some on set.
I've always wondered with movies like this, like what do the takes look like where the director's like, no, I can't use that.
This is awful, guys. Come on.
Are you even trying?
Respect the process. I would, for one of these movies, I would want to be on set. I absolutely do want to see how people are even taking it.
Oh, he cut his hand with that. I'm guessing it's like a raptor talon.
Yeah, that's, of course. I mean, what else would it be?
This the effects here are akin to, would you say, like the Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno?
Oh wow.
From like the 80s?
Yeah, absolutely.
From the trailer, I don't think we ever see him full raptor. It's just like they could only afford like the head of the raptor.
I hope it's one of those, those like really popular dinosaur costumes, T-Rex costumes going around. Have you seen that? Like, if people just like zipped up with the T. Yeah, I hope that's just what he is the entire time he transforms.
That'd be so sick. Like Taylor Swift's dad, they were like, "Hey, dude, can you just come for like a day?"
Did he just get back already? Like what?
We don't know. Cycly. He passed out and just woke back up at the church.
And the ninja was coming for him.
That's just good medical advice.
I'm sure you'll forget. Oh my god! Again, I think what I'm going to do is after we finish this is literally like IMDb these people.
I think after this, I need to watch like The Artist or the most opposite of this film.
Yeah, this is the same week we watched Parasite, and now we're watching this.
A lot of parallels, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. The last two movies I watched on Amazon were Midsummer and Parasite, and it recommended this. In what way do you get this movie out of those?
This is shot too with like not even an iPhone. We've seen Unsane shot with an iPhone. It looks 20 times better than this. Again, that's probably by design. This is the hooker that I think he falls in love with.
I mean, I'm in love with her.
You can tell she's a hooker because of leopard print clothing and the what's the type of heels? Elevator heels.
I was gonna say the netting. Oh my god. Like, did they? I don't even know where they just went. They just left the storyline of the pastor. They just walked away from him.
His name is Frankie Mermaid. Well, these stories will intersect, obviously. They call him Frankie Mermaid because he's swimming in bitches. Is that what they just said?
Of course. That might be the greatest nickname of all time. A guy like that is clearly swimming in bitches.
I love his baldness because you can tell they shaved his head to make the comb over. Like, this guy has a good hairline.
Could you imagine shaving your hair for this movie? Be like, hey, we really need you to get in character here.
Like, I don't know, you're the only one who's not committed to this thing fully. That's a pretty good line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not bashing the writing so far. And the director, he's taken some chances on things like.
But, man, you know what? I just feel like this is a missed opportunity because it would be fun to not wholeheartedly try and make this serious.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like if they gave you and I this premise, I think we could write a script where it came off under the guise of we're trying to make an actual film.
I mean, this is where we get the 90s Batmans versus the Christopher Nolan's Batmans. I mean, like, you can make a good story out of anything, and then you can make Batman and Robin a joke. Oh, look at that.
Did he stumble back to China?
I don't know where China is in location.
It's east, obviously.
In this world.
What would Nolan do with this premise?
Can you imagine him getting in on it, Daniel Day-Lewis and Leo? Like, you just get... What would you do if you put an all-star cast out there and just paid them $10 million for an hour of their time to do it?
So she's tricking in the park.
Oh, he's about to...
He's a nefarious character.
I feel like we've already seen this guy in the movie. I would also have to imagine that they only have so many people that people are just repeatedly just used over. Oh my god.
Is this the raptor? Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That looks like a toy that I used to have.
I think it is. I think that's how they're shooting this. They actually have just a dinosaur toy. They just zoom in so you can't tell.
Is this a second villain or the same one?
Yeah, where did this guy come from? Why is he... Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is...
The director's like, maybe we can hide it if we light it poorly. And the guy's like, I don't know, man. And this thing's made of plastic. Ooh, blood dripping.
You think they ordered this costume on Amazon? Jesus Christ.
What do you think the budget for this was? Because that thing probably cost like $200.
I think it had to be like $10,000. I mean, my question is, did these people get paid or was it an art project for school? Is this someone's senior capstone?
How many scenes of him waking up without a recollection of the night before are we going to have? Because that's at least the second.
I think that's all he does. But now did they sleep together?
Yeah, obviously. She has a thing for raptors.
What I do hope at some point the raptor has a priest collar around its neck.
That would be awesome.
That's all I want out of this movie.
She's a hooker, so naturally she has a 3-bedroom house in the Upper East Side.
What is going on? Did they bang? Does she know his secret?
Is it a sin for him, even though he was probably the raptor when it happened?
Oh, it's a sin, all right. What if his dick was still in reptile form?
Never goes back. I wish he got more of him as a priest, man. I can't really.
Well, there's going to be a prequel. We're going to get to see why he joined the priesthood.
Now the hooker's having trouble getting dumped here.
I don't think they had sex, you know. I think she thinks he knows about the dinosaur, but he doesn't. Yeah, see, they're not talking about the same thing. He thinks they're talking about sex.
I'd say, wait, man, you have to be really desensitized to like sexual things to see a guy turn into a raptor and without asking any questions, you're like, all right, let's go home and bang one out.
She's literally like, yeah, she's not concerned at all that he was a dinosaur. Doesn't ask any questions.
The only question she has, like, you used a condom, right? Well, I was a raptor, so I don't really remember.
And I have short arms and I can't really reach. Why is he naked?
Man, this is a hat on a hat. He had sex, which he shouldn't do, and he's finding out he turned into a dinosaur.
See, I don't think they had sex.
I really need some ninjas in this movie.
Oh, we're going to get some. Ninjas and crime, right?
Why is she confused? Like, okay, if someone would transform into a raptor, why are you confused that they wouldn't remember that? Like, none of this makes any sense. She's baffled that he's like doesn't have a like lucid memory of the events. That's right. Weird to me.
That's
the whole least thing is weird.
That's the last dinosaurs never existed. There's literally no reason for her to be concerned about what she's concerned about. She's concerned about the exact wrong things. Again, she should be like, how the fuck did you turn into a dinosaur?
Well, now we have the biblical struggle he has. He says dinosaurs never existed. She's like, oh, we're going to have that conversation too?
Oh my God. I mean, I'm almost impressed because you can only go so bad. Like, now he's in a dress.
Well, he had to just wear her clothes, likely.
Of course, because she wouldn't have
pants have, like, sweatpants or something? Yeah.
Like, she only owns dresses.
This is so fucking ridiculous. These directors' choices are incredible.
Actually, I'm impressed with how bad it is so far. Like, even on purpose.
Like, she gave him probably her most effeminate outfit she had.
Did you just see that? He goes, you're a hooker. She goes, and pre-med law.
I'm just trying to pay the bills.
Doing med and law? Oh, good. That's impressive.
Touch not thy sinning hands.
Yeah. Yes, of course, because everyone knows Jesus didn't touch the sinners.
What? Are those her shoes?
That would be even better. They need him in high heels right now. Like, he looks good in that dress, though. I want to say that.
They filmed all the forest stuff, like the China thing, and here obviously
it's the same thing.
It's probably like the woods behind some dude's mom's house.
I think you can see a Walmart in the corner. There's gonna be like a random ass hiker being like, "What are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're filming a movie."
"Hey, Chris, yeah, just filming a VelociPastor. You can walk on through."
It's exactly what you think it is.
We don't have a permit or anything, so don't tell the HOA. Secret safe with me. Why, if she's pre-med law, why doesn't she just work at like a pharmacy?
What is pre-med law? Like, that's what I want to know.
Wait, is that what she said? I don't know.
Yeah, she literally said, he goes, "You're a hooker." And she goes, "Yeah, and pre-med law."
Maybe she just only wants to focus on malpractice suits.
Clearly, that was definitely... It's definitely a thing.
Law gets that niche, right?
Yeah. Where is he going now?
He needs to think this through.
I just have to believe that this was a senior capstone or something of that nature, because otherwise, unless there's like a specific, film company out there, production company, which there probably is, like, there's no reason to fund this, right?
But okay, to that point, if this is a senior capstone, dude, you're failing.
I
Like,
don't
no-
know. I mean,
This doesn't do it. But there are like, what's that company that just literally makes profits off of making movie titles that are really similar to
yeah,
normal?
and then they get the. I mean, yeah, it's very possible. I just would love to see the rate of return on this one.
Uh-oh, it's Frankie Mermaid.
Why is he there?
Good news, we're a third of the way through.
Is that good news?
This is a pretty chill fucking church. You can just light a J in the confessional.
Honestly, I'm not Catholic, so you'll have to tell me. Is this similar to your experiences?
Pretty on message, yeah.
Like every fucking Sunday with the smoking in the confessional.
So is he here because he knows the priest was with his top trick?
Oh yeah, maybe. I gotta ask. I've always been curious. Is going into confessional, like, what's the rules? I mean, like, do you set up an appointment or do you just go in hoping it's empty?
Usually the priest will be like, I'll be at confessional from like 10 to 11. Anyone who wants to come in.
And is there like a sign that says occupied? I mean, how do you?
Usually, so think of like two phone booths connected to each other, and then like Frankie Mermaid comes in and probably closes the door, and then when he leaves, it'll be open.
So it should be open. Okay. Can you hear from outside? Because that would be pretty. Feel like.
I mean, you could, but it would be pretty off. Pretty not chill to be like super close to the booth while someone else is in there. It'd be like if someone's like on the phone and you're like trying to eavesdrop. Like, just get out of here, dude.
By the way, look at his priest collar. That's not even a real priest collar. They probably paid like $20 at a costume shop. It's connected to his shirt instead of actual. He's.
Look at this artistic choice. I will say, visually, this guy's taking some risks.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, I'm impressed with the director. He might not have wrote it, but he somehow got contracted into this. He got manipulated. He's like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to
shit!
Wow.
He's part raptor right now. So Frankie Mermaid killed his parents. That's what we just figured out.
Wow.
Turn yours down just a little bit. I understand this is an intense scene, though.
I can't. I mean, it's incredible. How can he control it now?
He's learning slowly.
Man.
That's going to leave a mark.
Frankie Mermaid, he's...
Dude, actually, the blood on that does not look that bad.
So I'm telling you, they actually went out for some stuff. They didn't have to... Other than the whole car exploding part, I thought they were going to get a lot of that.
Okay, I have a bit of an issue. This is her front.
Only a one bit of an issue.
Well, these are the things that we have to nitpick because it's pretty flawless. That was her front door, but before she walked in and like had a cup of coffee, like she was downstairs, like she owns the whole place.
Did he just walk in or does she live in a bedroom and she has roommates? I am curious. Or they could only pay the owner of this house access to one room and not for the whole thing. Okay,
so she's free now, basically, right? Free from. Is it Freddie or Frankie Mermaid?
It's potato, man. Frankie, and then the other one is his brother. He's gonna be in the sequel, avenge his brother's death.
All right, so he's like, if I can control the raptor powers, we can use it for good.
But why is she even involved? Like, why is he going back to her?
Because they had sex once and he doesn't remember it. Who else would he turn to?
I don't think they had sex. I think this is something that you and I are going to have to debate over for a while because I think he thought they had sex, but she was talking about the dinosaur the whole time. He is still pure, all right?
So you think that she wasn't so turned on by seeing a raptor kill the guy trying to take her money that she had sex with him?
I mean, I know that's just as stereotypical as you can get is getting turned on by a dinosaur. I know that happens all the time, but I just feel like they're keeping it from us. They don't want to just give it all out in the beginning.
I think they're foreshadowing, like she's gonna finally bone him at the end.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hot. That's actually they probably just had a crush on this girl and they told her she could be in a movie just so they could film a sex scene with her.
So did Frankie Mermaid just go to confession to brag about killing that guy's parents?
Yeah. And it happens to be his
like, well, I have an hour. I could swing by.
Again, that priest collar is really funny to me.
Frankie Mermaid is just a truly evil guy.
Can they bang already? Like, that's what I came here to see.
Well, she's got to go to class probably soon, so.
Well, yeah, she is studying pre-med law, so.
So what's her role in all this? Like, why does he need her? He can just transform into a raptor on his own.
That's and he goes, we only hurt bad people. So they're basically becoming Dexter. So now you're getting your whole Michael C. Hall.
And that high five was great. He loves like the side scroll shot.
What was the do you remember the Asian director that did the 2000 Eric Bana Hulk?
Ang Lee.
Ang Lee. This is very Ang Lee.
Oh, it is.
That's exactly how he filmed
we got
those
Jesus
movies.
in two of the frames. Did she has she not is this set in like the 70s? Is this a period? It might be.
It's a period.
You need to condition to transform
what
into
is
a raptor.
happening? Yeah, why is he working out? And who
All right.
Jesus Christ.
See, they're having too much fun with it right now. This is kind of making.
Well, they were like, we got to get a montage in there. That's what I'm saying. If this was a capstone, and let's say like the professor was like had a checklist of things you had to do, and one was side scroll shots and a montage, like had to prove that you knew how to use it. And they're just getting them all knocked out.
Did you see that guy getting his leg chewed off by the raptor?
Oh, how could you not?
He also had a who's who in the Bible. It's like the cliff notes of the Bible.
Would you, if you're walking down, well, that's so sexual.
They're sexualizing communion. Jesus.
Well, it was rated X by a jury of Christians.
Why would a jury of Christians even agree to give this a rating?
Yeah. Oh, he's putting his, oh, wow, look at that.
I wonder if this has like a subtextual message of blasphemy that he's going for. Like he really just made it all to piss off evangelicals.
What evangelical would ever watch this movie? Other than us two, who would ever else watch this movie?
I mean, the priest has to renounce his vows and just be a raptor and bang this hooker full time, right? That's where we're headed.
Absolutely. Oh, ominous Eastern music.
Back to the east.
Obviously, he's clearly Chinese.
He's like, all right, we can only afford 2 Asian actors. So if you're not Asian and you're in the China scenes, I need your face covered.
Oh my God! I saw this had like 5.5 on IMDb. I got to know if there was like how many reviews? 10, and all the 10s were the people who made the film.
So this conversation, the white guy speaking English and he's speaking Chinese.
Of course,
name is definitely Derek.
And did you see? I hope they zoom out again. The guys who are practicing kicking. Yeah, these guys. That's so. What are they doing?
That's gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh man!
I mean, I square somebody up with one of these.
This is an elite ninja force.
Well, they're getting there. It's reps.
I mean, this is the kind of movie like if they asked me to be in, hey, you want to get the leg chewed off by a dinosaur? I'd be like, hell yeah.
Here's 10, or they just buy you like Jimmy John's for the day. These are some powerful kicks. You're right.
I cannot get over these ninjas. Just the repeated kicking motion.
This guy, it's like towards the end of his shift, he's just trying to fucking coast and get out of here.
They're the bosses and they have to work when the boss comes by. And they're like, shit, gotta start kicking in the air again.
This guy, is he like the summer intern they have at the Ninja Academy?
It's affirmative action. They have to have a white guy.
It's nice that a white guy gets a break for once,
For once, man.
Father Taylor back at it.
And I like to think that this is the professor of the class, that he agreed to be in all of the movies.
Father Taylor's like, since you started VelociPastor crime fighting, I've had to work double duty.
Oh, yeah. He's pissed. Look at his priest collar. It's literally...
I'm going to give you a subplot here. I think Father Taylor is actually in love with this guy, too. And he doesn't like his attention being elsewhere.
Okay, that's funny. All about dinosaurs.
And he's reading Crime 2, the sequel to Crime, obviously.
Did he even read the first one? There's no way you can understand.
The prologue will help you get caught up. Oh, let me hide this dinosaur book.
Because
my God. Like, that's smaller than the other book.
Okay, I'm
pretty
wrong.
clever.
I'm actually really liking this movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wish you would pull out like one of those mini dictionaries and try to cover it.
In what world is like it's suspicious to have a dinosaur book that you have to hide it?
Your chronic absence. I'm not fighting crime as a raptor or anything. Yeah, you're kind of not helping your case here.
So what? So he's hiding that he's reading the crime book with the Bible, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and the book that he's trying to hide it under is like 1/8 size. Can a priest say hell?
Look, the old man's priest collar is literally coming out. Like, I want when they show him again. It's literally like strands are popping off of it. I don't know if that they could have been that detailed that they're making it extra bad, which is impressive, or they just literally bought whatever they could find on Amazon.
It's like kind of off-white too, which I really like.
Ooh.
Father Stewart's like, what do you mean?
Are you hitting on me? What?
Say it. This is the big reveal of the movie. I think Father Stewart might have a drinking problem.
I mean, when you find out your mentee and your fellow priest is turning into a dinosaur, I'd have a drinking problem as well.
He wants to exercise the raptor. That's the best weapon we have in this fight.
Anytime I've ever seen any exorcism in a movie, it never goes right. So,
yeah, he should learn from that.
Which means this time it's going to work.
This writing isn't horrible right here.
That's a great line.
What'd he say? I looked away for 1 second.
The old man goes, God doesn't want people dead. And the VelociPastor goes, oh, I think God wants a lot of people dead.
What does she do for work? Oh, we haven't got to that conversation yet.
She is a doctor/lawyer.
In training.
And also a hooker. She's always serving her clients. I mean, she really isn't the...
So, did we agree this is set in the 70s?
Frankie
Mermaid is a period piece character, I feel like.
That's true. We haven't seen a cell phone, have we?
No. Does it serve the plot that it's in the 70s? Or is it just done that for some reason?
They didn't even realize they were doing it halfway through the movie. They're like, shit, this looks like it was filmed in the 70s. Let's keep it going. Oh, wow, taking off that's monumental. Do a lot of priests wear Converse under their robes?
Sure, yeah. What is he saying right now on yours? I think I accidentally hit fast forward on mine. Is it flashback?
I had parents once. Yeah, he did just flash back to his parents.
Okay, I'm like 2 seconds ahead of you.
To Patton Oswalt.
They're having fun laughing. Ha! Remember when you guys were alive?
Words.
Toast. We're happy with your life's decisions. No one laughs this much at breakfast.
I think they're all high.
I'm so proud of you, Doug. You're my only son. Yeah, I know. I have been for 28 years. You don't need to tell me that at breakfast.
Did he drug his parents? They kind of made him look a little younger. That's good.
Are they in heaven right now? Why is the light?
It's a flashback. Of course, obviously. God, can you pay attention? I can't get... Is this seriously a Patton Oswalt's dad? Like, I don't... Do you see what I'm seeing? Like, I just think...
I definitely see it, yeah. Hey, more good news. We're over halfway done with this thing.
I don't even know where they're going with it. Who is the bad guy?
Well, his mom's in the back seat. I didn't see that coming. The bad guy is the Chinese people who... That's a weird hug. Make it work.
I just have to give props to the director for literally thinking of every single way to make every shot as ridiculous as possible. Let's have them all hug and the mom's in the back seat.
The bad guy, I believe... So it was Frankie Mermaid killing his parents, but now it's going to be the Chinese... What are they like? I hesitate to say a cult, an outdoor dojo offering summer internships. She's waiting
Yeah.
outside the church for his shift to end.
Well, of course. I mean, what are they going to talk? Is she getting hungry? Is she living vicariously through the VelociPastor? Is my question. Like, what is her end game here?
Imagine the next guy she dates. So, what'd your ex-boyfriend do? He was a priest / raptor. Oh.
And I will never be satisfied like that again. So.
Right. Well, I'm a mechanic. The 10th Street Church of Christ. That sign was clearly made for this. That's not a real place.
And again, no church would agree to having their actual church sign. Are we about to get an exorcism? Was she waiting for him? Or are they about to fight some crime?
I think so, but... What do you mean the bureaucracy? Like, who else were you going to consult? You're the only people at the church. It's AJ from the Backstreet Boys here to perform the exorcism.
Good for him. Getting his career on track.
He's told me so much about you prior to this exorcism.
So who is this guy?
Altair, they said, a practicing exorcist.
Are his ears like elvish?
I believe so, yes. He could just be a guy. He doesn't have to be. Also, don't priests perform exorcisms?
Yeah, why I'm confused about
Why are we outsourcing this?
That's okay. I feel like we're getting further. Like you told me, we're halfway through the movie. I'm shocked. I feel like we're just getting started. We're getting introductions to new characters. I mean,
Altair, you could tell, is a guy that's going to really have an effect on the plot.
It all happened after his parents were murdered.
Altair's like, before I exercise you, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I like to know my constituents.
I want to put a personal... Before I take a demon out of you, I want to get to know who you are as a person.
Wow. Okay, so...
Wait, is this... Who fought
China, clearly. Wait, is this a background? Is this Vietnam?
Yeah, this is a flashback. Johnny Bones. Is this Altair or who is this? Oh, this is Father Taylor. Or Stewart. What is he? Stewart or Taylor? I don't know.
Give him a blonde wig. Oh, so they knew each other in the war.
Yeah, he's younger now.
He has blonde hair.
This is a flashback. Okay, so he fought in Vietnam. It's all starting to make sense. You can wear jeans in the war, obviously, this guy. So what should we wear out into the battle? Just pretty like business casual.
I mean, they're showing the communists what they're missing out with the blue jeans.
That's true.
So how come
we're something comfortable, guys? We're going to be hiking through rice paddies for several days.
The old man has not aged. Has aged tremendously, right? He's young in this scene, and he's old in the present time, and then this guy looks the exact same. So
this is great exposition. This is my gal back home. Back to your line.
My dog is clearly really enjoying this film.
Well, your dog's got worried that Father Taylor won't get out of the war. 11 kids? Jesus.
15 minutes a day with
That's it?
each of them.
By the way, look at the watch this guy has on in Vietnam.
Well, 15 minutes a day for 11 kids, it's actually quite an amount. I mean, it's 2 hours of your time, essentially. It's pretty impressive.
Looking at these two, I don't really think they have much in common. He is Father Stewart, I guess. I keep fucking confusing that and Father Taylor.
Yeah, of course. Gosh. Not 2 hours. That's 3 hours and 15 minutes.
This guy's bragging how he hasn't been shot in the war. That's clearly setting him up to get shot.
Not me, not his 11 kids. This is a long scene. What is happening?
Well, they want you to... Oh, my God.
Oh, and he's still smoking.
Yeah, he's exhaling from the cigarette. I don't know. The camera guy can't even get them in frame. What? They're flashing back on his life like he can't remember 30 seconds ago.
Are they going to show it again? What is happening?
So what does this have to do with Altair and the exorcism?
I have absolutely... Is that his brother?
Dear Ollie's mom and dad.
I'm sure that's how those letters were written.
Like, oh, this must be to us. That guy has khakis up against the shed. Fucking bucket hat. And Nike shoes. Again, hiking through the rice paddies, they want us to be comfortable. Why is his girlfriend in the Vietnam War?
I don't know what happened to the main part of the movie. What? I don't understand. Is she going to get shot too?
Oh, it just blowed up.
Oh my god.
Great. Makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, I think we have to tell Banner he does have to watch this movie.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I don't even get what just happened. What the fuck was that?
Is that the stupidest thing we've ever seen on the Broforce?
Absolutely. I'm literally crying. What the fuck?
All right, back to 1974.
So what was the point? No, he's still blonde.
That's right. That's how we know. Jesus Christ. We're just along for the ride at this point, dude.
At what point do we get back to the...
Who is he narrating to? Like, does Altair want his life story right now? Now, clearly tarot cards, because you can't exorcise someone unless you know their future first.
I literally, we've been watching this movie. I literally have no idea what the purpose of that entire last 5 minutes was.
Also, like, if the Viet Cong could just precisely shoot, like, why didn't they shoot him or anyone else?
Yeah, shoot the woman who was there for some reason.
I love this Altair guy. He's like pagan elf, who also friends with a priest.
Yeah, he's a friendly guy, you know?
Father
I like how the priest
does,
was judging him for... What's that? Sorry?
Father Stewart's like, he does good work. I went on Angie's list before this.
Like, the priest was like, hey, you can't talk to a hooker. You can't talk to sinners, but clearly he's hanging out with tarot card magician. I don't know what he is at all.
Him and Altair have a professional relationship, and that's it.
What is he doing with his card?
I don't know. I think that's like a menu to checkers. Dude, he's going to turn into the raptor. That's what's going to happen.
And he's going to kill both of them.
I really don't understand why we needed Father Stewart's backstory.
That's probably my favorite part of the movie. If we do a review one day, that's my best scene by far.
If we had to boil this thing down to 3 seconds, that's a microcosm of the film.
The woman blowing up and disappearing right in front of him.
And then his reaction to having her guts and blood all on him.
I mean, we should be nearing the climax of this film soon, right? Oh wow.
No. Your dog's scared of the transformation.
She's not having it, man. She's like, holy shit.
He's going to ruin the tape.
Oh.
Stop the seance.
What did they think was going to happen? Oh, you're about to die.
Did they tie him up?
Oh, smart. Wow. The acting.
That's kind of good makeup.
Yeah. That's not.
Or put this raptor glove on.
I guarantee you, like, they just found this stuff. They bought it on Amazon.
Just pulled his eyeball out. That's pretty fucking cool.
You can literally see it as gloves. You can see.
Yeah, there's like a little gap at the bottom.
And how come he can control where it's, or do they just not have the budget for it?
So he's got this nice little raptor hybrid where he can like kind of be in control of himself.
Which really sounds like a, oh wow, he did it on purpose.
Oh no. That's weird. You look at Altair and you think this guy would have only altruistic motives. You don't think bad guy would.
Or just everyone in this universe always laughs maniacally. And they're back at this place.
Back to our spot, the park. There's only one place to run to.
Here we go. Yeah, they got the permit for this one area from the city.
Did one of them say crikey? That's an Australian thing. Aren't you Chinese ninjas?
Oh my God, with the way well, that's the white guy, I think. So they want him because, like, that Velociraptor tooth, he had that, and I guess I'm confused with their motives.
Yeah, I think they need they said they need the Dragon Warrior, so I think they want to recruit him for their cult.
Oh. See, I thought there'd be a lot more crime fighting. You know?
This guy's backstory now.
Does everyone get... Oh, my God.
Don't you need to know henchman number 2's backstory? Otherwise, you're not going to be bought in.
For an hour-long movie, they sure take their time.
Didn't he just go through this? Like, okay, this Asian woman doesn't need to be in it at all.
Man, they're not showing us. They got to... You know what they're doing, Jeff?
What?
They're telling us. They're not showing us.
And that's been my problem for a long time.
Are they gonna
don't
bang?
tell me. Hey, hope you don't mind. I went through some newspapers and brought them in.
Oh, good. She's pre-med. Don't forget, so she can.
I love how he's like, "Oh God, I'm still bleeding." Like, well, haven't you been in here by yourself for like an hour and a half? Wouldn't you know that? So also, him saying, "I don't want to hurt people." Didn't they set up a plan to hurt people? Just bad people.
He literally said, "Oh, God wants these people dead."
He's having second thoughts. I will say, I watched a clip of this. And there's a scene where she's in lingerie. This is kind of a spoiler. It's probably the next scene.
Oh, my God.
I won't say it. Ninjas get involved
No,
very
I need
soon.
to know.
Ninjas come in their apartment and they fight them.
Oh, my God. That's got to be the climax, right?
I'm buying their romance, you know? This is like Betty Ross and Bruce Banner. She's like his connection to the real world.
Their chemistry is real. This is Math, the band, so good for them getting...
I'm definitely going to check out the soundtrack to this afterwards.
Go to Spotify. Oh, this is maybe coming up to what? Did you just like watch the trailer, or did you just kind of view a couple clips on YouTube?
I watched the trailer, and then I watched one other clip. So he's renounced his priesthood now, right? Because he's so horny?
I mean, of course. Jeez, these side shots are amazing.
Yeah, this definitely has some Ang Lee inspiration.
What if we found out it was written and directed by Ang Lee? He's fallen off so far.
Well, it makes sense because the story is very akin to The Incredible Hulk, you know, that he would visually try and mimic that also.
Maybe that's what inspired him for this.
This is a horny movie, though. The guy lighting this, you can tell, has like a big flashlight, and they're just holding up like...
different see-through...
like little slides in front of it, yeah. This is called foreplay.
See, they're taking... For a guy who's never had sex, he's sure taking his time. He's like, yeah, let's work up to it.
So do you think, like, after a while, like, they'll just have sex normal, and then she'll be like, I kind of want to fuck the raptor now.
I want the dino dick.
And he's like, but am I not enough for you?
She's like, no, you're not, actually.
But she can't lead with that. She'll hurt his feelings.
Like, again, they really fit a lot into this hour. They don't rush through any scene. They take their sweet time.
Well, yeah, this stuff, I mean, you got to build up to.
So
it's
intense hand-holding.
I feel like they're kind of taking a step back. Like, we should already be penetrating each other now, yet he's still taking his shirt off. The Brady Bunch.
What is happening?
This has a psychedelic...
Why is there a soldier at the bottom?
And that this is all over the place. That image makes no sense. And then we just have a black one at the top. Like, we couldn't think of an image to put there.
But that's what makes this movie so impressive to me. Like, how are they making it this bad? Like, they had to be creative in all the ridiculous stuff they're doing. Let's have 5 minutes of intense hand-holding and him repeatedly taking off his shirt.
And while they're fucking, why are we overlaying the Chinese cult again? Like, that has nothing to do with this scene. Yes, they're in the movie, but...
They just did... Oh, my God. They're doing the entire movie.
You know, really, you could just pick up right here, because it visually shows you everything.
Have you ever seen this in any film?
Wait, he's like morphing into the. If you have epilepsy, this actually might fuck you up.
See, okay, and I'm gonna keep going on my capstone theory. The capstone the movie had to be a certain amount of time, and so they originally just only had like 58 minutes, and they're like, shit, what do we need to do to get this to an hour and 5 minutes? Let's do a recap of the entire film and 5 minutes of hand holding.
That's the blanket that like U-Haul gives you to put over like your dresser. You know, like you get it in the back of your U-Haul.
Oh my God, yes.
Wow, share the blanket, Jesus.
Oh, we're getting her in some lingerie now.
You know, Cycling, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't think this is just lust for her. I think there's some feelings.
Oh, he loves her.
Oh shit!
The windows open. They're all open.
Not that it would matter to the ninjas. Yeah, this is the scene I saw. Do you know he also knows martial arts, as most priests do? And hooker pre-med law students?
Yep, she is. She's kicking more ass than he is.
So aroused.
Because she's standing like every superhero always puts the arm down.
What kind of ninjas are they that this group beat the shit out of them so easily?
And they go back into it. Well, I mean, we saw.
Where did all these ninjas come from?
I mean, we saw those ninjas practicing their kicks.
Wait, so does he remember things when he's the raptor? Because he said, I fought some ninjas last night. Maybe they followed me home.
And did he just say he's home? At her place?
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's what she's like. Wait, hold up. What'd you say?
Did he just die from getting kicked in the stomach a few times?
No, but Cycly, you bring up a good point. She's like, this isn't your home.
She's like, oh, we just met 2 days ago. What?
All he needs from getting his eyeball ripped out is that little eye patch. He's good. I'll be preaching again tomorrow.
So he's meeting with the...
I think the Chinese are going to use him to get to the VelociPastor.
He just keeps nodding at him.
So you yet breathe, Father? What does that mean?
He's alive, man.
Nothing quenches my thirst like hot tea.
And why is the eye patches over the glasses?
That's a really good question as well. Put it underneath it.
Yeah, I feel like air and bacteria can easily get into the infection.
Oh, wait, so this cult leader knows the priest.
Maybe they met in Vietnam.
Or maybe they fought in Vietnam.
I can't hear because we have it on subtitles, but is he speaking Chinese again? And
yeah, that's why I was
yeah, you mentioned it earlier.
Well, so they were doing half and half. Like, well, I can't speak your language and you can't speak mine, but we can just talk to each other like that, right? It's like, no.
See, I bought it in the first scene because he was with the ninja, right? Like, it was two ninjas talking, so maybe that's just an easy way. Like, they know they both understand each other. But since when have we been led to believe that this priest can understand Chinese?
So this guy in the background, is his job just to guard the directory of like, no, look at these punches. Are we in China now? That's not a quick flight. I mean, we've been going.
Oh my God, this film. I think their punch, it's much better than their kicking.
Cycling, we have less than 15 minutes. I don't know if this can get resolved.
I don't even know what they would be resolving. I don't know what the issue is.
Look,
why
cocaine.
4 times as addictive as standard cocaine.
What does drug smuggling have to do with Christianity? Everything.
It's so deep, man.
Oh wait,
wow.
Listen, this plan makes total sense. Yeah.
A help group run by Christians. So this is a ploy by Christians?
So the plan is get everyone addicted to coke and then take the coke away and they'll all resort to Christianity.
Yes.
Seems pretty airtight. He like slightly has an issue with the plane, and you just fucking stab him. Like I think we could have worked that out. Oh, I don't know if that'll work. Die! All right, hang on. Let's just talk through it.
The plan seems like it has a lot of holes, in my opinion, but you know,
this Chinese guy didn't even want constructive criticism.
And why are different parts of the world like mapped up? Like, oh, we're gonna go to this part of Australia, and now it's burning. So
do they not have a knife anywhere there? Because he had to stab him close range with an arrow. Seems
well,
like
they're Asian, Jeff.
I thought ninjas used like sais.
No, these are real ninjas. You're thinking of Hollywood ninjas.
This director loves the shot of like cameras on you, and then it fades to like the exact same point of view. It really makes no sense.
I would love to see like an artistic breakdown of this film, like an actual critical like write-up about what the director's trying to convey in these scenes.
Fuck our commentary. Give me the director's commentary.
See, there would have to be, right? If you make this kind of movie, wouldn't you do a director's commentary?
You have to, right? Defend yourself.
I would. I will probably never watch this again. But if you told me there was a director's commentary, I probably would absolutely watch that.
I mean, this chick, I'm just trying to think back to their very first meeting. She saw a man turn into a raptor in the woods and just immediately felt turned on. There was never a moment of like fear.
Didn't question any of it. Is she the only woman other than his mom we've gotten in this movie? Literally, even in the background.
Yeah, we got.
The woman who blew up.
Whoa, he just teleports here and he's fighting them? I think we've confirmed we are in like the 70s or 80s, but I don't know which continent we're on right now.
I think this is clearly China, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, they know each other.
No.
Oh my God, it's his brother.
Wait, he was his only son.
That's true. Did they just neglect him?
He's standing in the room. Is he going to be...
This is great. This is fucking great.
Okay, this is incredible now. They're just like laughing and talking about him all the time behind his back.
Sign of the cross, and then...
So are they going to give us any detail why they didn't acknowledge him?
What they should have done is had... Yeah, plus, if he wants to be a priest, shouldn't he be like, Dad, it's kind of fucked up that you say I'm your only son. They should have had not Frankie Mermaid kill his parents, but his brother. That would have made way more sense.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe we're about to find out that Frankie Mermaid was all talk and wanted to take credit.
Yeah, right. Wait, is she a ninja too?
So they're both for God.
Right.
Right.
And she knows karate.
Well, she's a hooker pre-med law, man.
Oh.
I think she's actually the better fighter in this.
Probably.
She actually took courses.
But he's got VelociPastor transformation in his back pocket if he needs it.
Which is a great ace in the hole, you know?
I think this is, I would say like 1981 is the setting for this.
There's something to tell me you feel it.
He keeps asking, what's so funny? The guy's like, I'm not laughing. He's not laughing now.
No, he's the one who's been laughing the whole time.
I'm going to be the one laughing. Dude, do you not know what laughing is? Oh, you can use the force?
What the fuck? Creates about... What is this? Rise of Skywalker?
So this is incredible. Is he going to kill him?
He stabbed him in the leg.
That's tomato soup, I think.
Okay, he definitely bent down when he stabbed him, but now he got him in the... Jesus Christ.
This movie is full of like.
Look at the background. Look at the background.
Oh, she's
Anyway,
just ready to fight. She looks like when you're like trying to select your character in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Bouncing around.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to point that out.
A black ninja. That's nice. They need some representation in Hollywood. Is he questioning like his beliefs now?
He's like, I'd rather. What? Where are they? There's always more ninjas.
Well, of course, that's how life is, you know. What happened to like the main ninja guy who killed Father Stewart?
Yeah, we haven't even seen him yet.
He's got to be the final boss, right? But this thing has 4 minutes left, ish.
What? Where did this? So they're all alive?
No way.
What? Why did she even attempt to?
Cycly, it was futile. She couldn't have defeated that guy.
God, I was hoping to get more of her, man. I was like in love with her.
It's too late for me. Yeah, no shit. Like your guts are hanging out.
And why don't they kill him right now? Is that ninja crying?
That guy like feels bad.
They're
It's
like
comforting
consoling each
ninja.
other.
It's okay, Chris. Yeah, no, I know. I purposely slit her open. What do you mean it's okay? No, I'm just saying don't feel bad about it.
Like, you were just doing your job, man. You know, we all just got to pay the bills, but I don't feel good about it. This is this is really something. I don't even know what it is, but it's this. I will say it's better than I thought.
I mean, I don't think I could get through like 20 more minutes of it, but yeah, it has not been dull.
I was anticipating just like, and when I say better than, I'm not saying it's good. I mean, I was expecting as low as you can imagine. So there was no other place for it to go.
What they had was so real. Wait, we can't go back to Christianity now. We've kind of, that ship has sailed.
Oh man, she had a good death.
I hope the ninjas are doing okay though. I know that one big guy's really taking it hard.
I really hope they go back and they're all hugging.
It's like they didn't know they were in the middle of a battle.
They are hugging. What the fuck?
Ew, dude, she's so dead.
I think that might be my favorite. Is like the ninjas hugging each other because they're so sad about killing her.
Ninjas have feelings too. Just because it's a job cycle doesn't make it any easier.
No, that just shows that. Is he going to go full VelociPastor?
Yeah, I was gonna say he has to go Raptor one more time before we end this thing, right?
I mean, if they didn't, then what are we even doing here?
They're like, are you going to do it or what?
So, why didn't they kill him in this whole...
Well, the guy was feeling so bad. I mean, look how hard he took one murder. You think he could just dive right into another one?
I don't know what's happening.
Neither do they. They're like, Oh, shit. Finally, the full costume.
Oh, what the fuck?
This is what I want the movie to see.
Jesus Christ.
You can clearly see like the actual person's head where it's naked.
This is so stupid.
This is incredible.
What is happening?
I want to film this on Snapchat and send it to Banner because
yeah, he needs to watch this.
This is great.
That is the most ridiculous hunchback dinosaur.
Wow. They really did save the best for last.
Oh yeah. They kept us wanting and wanting, and then they finally gave it to us. They built it up.
As the director, it's got to be tough knowing you have this raptor costume, but you have to contain yourself and have a little willpower and only show us the bits and pieces.
Well, they only paid for the 24-hour rental, so they could only. What?
Wait, what?
Oh, was it like an antidote?
Yeah, that guy knows the weakness.
Yeah, they had to return the dinosaur costume, so they only had the one day with it. Okay, now that we know their agenda is to get the world addicted to cocaine to become Christians, I still don't get why they care about this dinosaur. Like, what does that get them?
They need the Dragon Warrior, dude. I don't know
To
any other way
what?
to explain this to you.
I'm just not
Their
smart.
plan about cocaine or something?
Yeah, where does a dinosaur get involved in this process? China lung. Okay, okay. We're getting it now.
This ties into the Great Wall with Matt Damon.
So, okay, we're getting a little bit of an explanation now, kind of.
But couldn't he just take that raptor claw and, like, if anyone else cuts their hand on it, they get the same powers?
Yeah, but oof.
This guy's a sick fuck, man. He just... Oh, he finally says it.
Wow. Only 6 last words.
Turn into the claw. Yes!
Oh my. Oh god.
That's the money shot right there.
Oh god. Oh man, I am absolutely gonna read about this movie and just figure out what the fuck is happening. What?
Victory!
Oh god. That is that it? Oh.
Only through the elimination of violence will be... Okay, but there was a lot of fucking violence.
And whose quote is this?
Gandhi.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh my god, we end with a Gandhi quote.
Well, of course. I'm sure Gandhi would love to know he's used in this kind of film. That's incredible makeup, man.
What do you mean? That was the guy's actual head.
But yeah, he's a method actor.
Carol's dead, dude. Like, you having raptor claws doesn't change that.
I mean,
Oh,
you don't know what.
Please tell me this doctor saved.
We did. How did he even get to a hospital in time? And what is this doctor like?
Carol's wounds are healing up faster. Why does he have like little toys in his... I'm a fun doctor, you know?
She's expected to make... Didn't she just die in his arms? The ninjas were crying about it. He's like, God didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, something... What do you think's going to happen? She's not going to be normal.
I don't know, man. I mean, was she ever normal?
See, the doctor's up to something. He did something to her. What did he do? Are we going to get his backstory really quickly?
She looks okay.
She's hooked up to a blood pressure monitor. Like, just the what's it called? I don't know what it's called. The device that measures it.
Well, yes, she had her guts ripped out. We need to make sure that her blood pressure is normal.
But it's left in to make it look like an IV. But it's going to happen.
I don't get it.
I don't...
Jesus Christ.
Which means she's not. I'm still thinking something's going to happen.
Please have her be pregnant with like a half raptor baby. That would be like the... There has to be one final twist, right?
The church won't stop with Wei Chan's death. Are they gonna set up a sequel?
You have to. I mean, considering they can just turn this forest into any country, they should go to Europe next time.
Yep, they're gonna go VelociPastor to Journey to the World.
Man, he has totally denounced the Christian church. $1 billion bounty. By who?
Yeah. And for what? For ruining the church's plan? Why were those 4 ninjas the only people who could do that cocaine plan? Because clearly you would need millions of people involved for that kind of scheme.
Also, why do you have the bounty on his head? Like, he stopped a cocaine smuggling ring. Like, should he be punished for that?
I mean, is it the Pope? Does this go all the way up to the Catholic Church?
All right, so Brendan Steer is the motherfucker responsible for this. He wrote, directed, and produced it.
I want to see... God, Cohen, one of the Cohen brothers, the forgotten Cohen brother.
The lost Cohen brother. All right, Cycly, before we let the people go, your thoughts on VelociPastor?
Yeah, I honestly enjoyed it a little more than I thought. I was really kind of dreading it after really realizing how in on the joke they were. But there were times like that scene in in Vietnam, where I don't know where they were, but when the woman blew up, some of the stuff in the background, I was actually genuinely laughing. I had a good time. Never want to watch it again, but it's a good thing it was an hour. But I was pleasantly surprised. If you're drunk or high, you should watch this movie.
Yeah, exact right length. Like 5 more minutes, and I even would have been like, all right, dude, fucking out of here. But it's no movie we ever watch on the Bro Force Squad will be that fucking stupid again.
This just said edited in location in Latvia.
No way.
They fucking filmed this. What was the budget to get?
Dude, they
all
must
those
have been.
people
They
over
must
there?
have been there on like an exchange program or something.
Yeah, again, this is a school capstone, and they all studied abroad in Latvia.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All right, for our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycly,
Wow.
I'm the mayor, Jeff Hornacek, and we are the Bro Force Squad podcast. Thanks for checking us out. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Type in Bro Force Squad, 3 separate words. Check out everything we're doing on our website, broforcesquad.com, and follow us on Twitter at BroForceSquad. Till next time, we have to go to Latvia and make a student film with the $11 budget we have.
If we convinced one person out there to watch this movie, I feel like that teacher, if I could get one student and my job is done. I feel like we got one person to watch it. I don't know if it's a good job to our listeners or a bad job.
We should be ashamed.